Not only is Kim Haskan a teacher and a children's author, she is also a two-time cancer survivor. With her first book, Mommy Has a Boo-Boo in Her Boob, Kim talks about how to help children cope when a loved one has cancer, something that she has based from her own personal experiences.
I wanted to leave it as a gift for my children. I thought if something ever did happen to me, I want them to know that they were pivotal in my recovery through cancer treatment and how much they helped me get through it and how much they meant to me. It was a legacy I wanted to leave.
The mere thought of writing a book wasn't exactly top of mind for Kim. I mean, she was in survival mode, but one thing led to another.
I've always kept a journal, and when you read back your journals, you start to notice that there's certain trends. The trend that I noticed in the journal of when I was going through treatment was that my children really helped me through it. So times when I started off with the day writing where I felt really down, something would happen where I would do something with my children, and they seemed to turn me around, and my mood would change, and a more positive energy would come out. I really do feel like I would have been in the fetal position a lot, but I couldn't. I couldn't be the sick and sad mom. They could have a sick mom, and I couldn't do anything about that. They were going to have a sick mom, but I could do something about the sad part. They were the light at the end of my tunnel. They were the reason that I was doing what I was doing. The book is written almost like a recount of my cancer journey. It has a graphic novel, which I thought would be good for sort of younger boys, really like the graphic novels, and then it has footnotes at the bottom. So I felt that it would be a good book. You could read it to young children, and you can read the entire book if you don't go into the footnotes without saying the word cancer, because we didn't use the word cancer right away with the children. We didn't want to scare them right away. We knew that they would go to school and they would, if they would hear that about aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandpas that have died of cancer. I didn't want my children to think that something horrible was going to happen to me, and so we told them in stages and gave them information slowly. So I thought this book was one that you could read in stages. You could read a little bit, and then if you had, when they were ready, you could start into the footnotes and give them more detail about what was going on. I think the hardest thing about writing the book was some of the pages where, like, there's one where I'm bald in the book, and that was one where we kind of debated about, like, because we didn't want to scare children either.
Right.
And the other page that was really difficult is the mammogram machine, because we wanted to show that, yes, it caused you pain. Like, it was a delicate balance between, but it's something that, you know, we wanted everyone to do, is to go for the regular mammograms, and we didn't want children to think that it was a big scary machine.
Right.
But I was kind of scared of that machine at the same time, and so there was a few pages where we were trying to make it child friendly but realistic as well. I called the one doctor Dr. Boobs, and when the children were asking me where I was going, or I would say I'm going to see Dr. Boobs, because I just thought the breast specialist like, for someone to become a breast specialist, well, then you deserve the name Dr. Boobs. I think it's a good message for everybody. Whatever journey you go through, if you do it with a positive attitude, you'll end with more success.
I think you really have to admire Kim's passion, her drive, and her willingness to open herself up and her family. She's continued this trend with yet another book, and yeah, we got that interview. The link to that is down in our comments section, so take a look. I'm Mark Holmes. Talk to you soon.